We have been officially censored by YouTube. They took down one of our videos. The good news is we're moving to Rumble. All of our content is up on Rumble first, and we'll be streaming on Rumble every day.
So we could give you hundreds of clips like that.
Ooh-wee. I don't know if you were watching last night, but there was potentially a historic moment that happened between three individuals on Twitter. That was Russell Brand, who had a video banned from YouTube and removed, and we're getting into that. Then Dan Bongino and Elon Musk and the CEO of Rumble. Yeah, it was, I guess, 4 people, technically. But the conversation that was had in public yesterday is a game changer, a potential game changer for alt tech, new tech, I should say, not alt tech. And we all know that the kind of the beloved new tech alternative is Rumble. Okay, everyone's talking about how Rumble's amazing. It's going to be great. It's fine. Okay, the search features do not work good, and I've told this directly to the CEO. The non-political, the apolitical content does not have much of an audience there yet. That's about to change. So if you look at my videos on Rumble, by the way, even though I have 79,000 followers there, most of my videos get 200 to 300 views. That's it. Nobody's searching for stuff about, rings of power on Rumble. For the most part, it's political stuff. Now, that isn't what Rumble set out to want. It's not that they've seeked that out. It's just the truth. 70,000 subscribers were people that were like solidarity subscribes. Clearly, they're not watching my videos on Rumble. If I look at, for example, if I look at my BitChute, for example, this is one of the websites that continually seems to get ignored. BitChute, for example, I have 49,000 subscribers there, but I mean, I got 2,500 viewers on this, 2,500 views on this video that I uploaded an hour ago. 1,700 views, 1,100, 1,200. I mean, it's very common for me to get 2,000 to 3,000 views per video on BitChute. Absolutely love the platform. Odyssey, also really enjoy the platform. But for my particular content, it's still better than Rumble, but it's not as good as BitChute, and it's not as buzzworthy as Rumble. Everyone's talking about Rumble. It's now publicly traded. It's now, available out there. People aren't going to Rumble yet for pop culture news, but we do see Viva Phrase streaming right now for 3,000 people on Rumble. You have Steven Crowder live streaming right now, 16,000 people watching him. There are people who consume right-wing content that use Rumble a lot. The Dan Bongino show. This guy famously came over to Rumble exclusively. 2.5 million subscribers. Okay? Still not getting the kind of insane numbers that you might expect, but the guy gets 450,000 views, 500,000 views, 100,000 views, 150,000 views. His channel is doing quite well on Rumble exclusively. And now last night, something happened that could change the landscape for us normal content creators. I'm not saying that, like, how do I say, like, I'm not saying that, political content's not good or entertaining. I'm just saying this could be a game changer now, because Russell Brand put out this video. And essentially, in the 2-minute and 20-second video, he calls out several interesting points. Essentially, he admits to misspeaking on a particular topic. I think it was about the horse paste. I'm not exactly sure. It was a simple mistake. This is where I talk about, quote unquote, misinformation with malice, right? Somebody saying somebody saying something that they know is not true, with intent to hurt or to profit, versus something that just somebody gets wrong. Now, Russell got something wrong. YouTube banned the particular video, struck the channel. And how does Russell respond? By going to Rumble, exclusively uploading his videos first on Rumble. And guess who joins the conversation immediately? Elon Musk. I'm going to play a little bit of this video. By the way, exciting day for alt tech, new tech platforms. Coffee Brand Coffee just launched our limited time. All of our flavors are limited time. So our salted caramel, it's absolutely delicious. Available in both ground and whole bean. If you haven't tried it yet, well, you can't because it just went for sale until today. But also we have our pumpkin spice and our spiked jack-o'-lantern that are going to be for sale again for a limited time. They'll probably end at the end of October. Head on over to Coffee Brand Coffee today, pick it up, support the channel, and enjoy some delicious coffee. Now, here's some of what Russell said.
We have been officially censored by YouTube. They took down one of our videos for misinformation. But why are big media organizations not censored for misinformation in the same way? Is it because YouTube are part of the mainstream media now? Earlier this month, we did a video about the changing narratives in which we cited information on official government websites, which we misinterpreted. I'll have to be careful talking about it now.
I'm going to skip that part. But essentially, right. So they did misinterpret something. It was very simple, a simple mistake. But YouTube does not. And this is a guy, this has 2.5 million views just on a Twitter video. Okay. You got Elon Musk, Dan Bongino. You got the CEO of Rumble in the conversations.
We have been officially 100% as accurate as it possibly could be. In the mistaken video, we said that the NIH as well. YouTube took down our original video. We've taken down the apology video because in case we reiterate the claim while apologizing for it. So both of those videos you can watch right now on Rumble. They're still live on Rumble. That's the reason we're joining them, because they're not going to censor our content. And this misinformation strike and takedown demonstrates exactly what it is we're talking about. We made an error, in my opinion, a relatively small error, and we're being penalized. For me, that looks like censorship. And the reason I think it looks like censorship is because there's mainstream media misinformation up all the time.
Exactly. You have MSNBC. He has, there's hundreds of clips that you could pull from mainstream sources, and they're still up on YouTube, right? That was Rachel Mad Cow. But then there's all sorts of CNN. What about the Russia stuff? The dossier, all this stuff that CNN and MSNBC. I'm sure Fox also covered things that are incorrect, that we now know are incorrect around a certain laptop, for example. All this stuff stays up. They don't get strikes the same way we do. And quite frankly, Russell Brand, with his 12 million followers, I think he's got close to 7 million YouTube followers. He's also on a different level than quote unquote we are, but he's not treated differently. And then you see Elon Musk come in here with good point. Then Dan Bongino says, Elon, it would be really incredible if you and Rumble got together, a force multiplier like none other. Then Elon responds, I'm a little preoccupied right now. Obviously, he has his Twitter lawsuit going on like this week, the depositions and things of that nature. Then Chris Pavlovsky, who is the CEO of Rumble, you could see I am connected to him. We DM, and imagine being able to DM with Susan. I can't do that, right? Elon, I founded Rumble and forever wanted to work with you. Below is my 2010 when I visited SpaceX. I was ready 12 years ago, and I'm ready 12 years from now. Whenever you're ready. In the meantime, let's peer our data centers with Starlink to secure free speech. And then Elon says, maybe worth talking at some point. You see, Rumble's great user interface was okay when it first tested, but it's an option that's not censored like YouTube. This is actually, potentially, I don't know how many fronts Elon can fight for free speech. You can see Christian Toto wrote this article. Nice guy, great website. Russell Brand scorches YouTube for misinformation double standard. It's clear that big tech's battle against so-called quote-unquote misinformation is not genuine. Your first clue, ABC's The View posts its content on YouTube week after week without any big tech fallout. The show is rife with misinformation, but YouTube doesn't lift a finger to stop it. It's hardly the only mainstream media outlet peddling false information. How about every news source which declared the laptop story as misinformation 2 years ago based on literally nothing? The blazing hypocrisy fires up Russell Brand, the socialist turned red pill podcaster. The Bawdy Brits YouTube channel nearing 6 million followers routinely shreds both big tech and the mainstream press. This week it got personal. Brand suffered a YouTube strike and he admittedly misinterpreted official NIH data regarding it. Now, again, when you have this is going to seem like unfair, but like it's just the way the world works. Like, especially at a channel his size, 6 million, or even my channel, you have channels that have 1 million subs. Like, bro, we can't just get an email that's like, hey, you got to edit this out before they strike your channel down. Like, it's insane. The amount of money that YouTube makes. YouTube makes 70 cents of every dollar that this channel brings in. And it's revenue that they would, that's why I sell my coffee. You know who gets the revenue when you buy a delicious bag of coffee, tea, or cocoa? Me, 100% of it. Well, right now I'm just reinvesting everything in the company, but you get the idea, right? That's why YouTubers sell merch. That's why they sell, because we have to split such a huge share with them. And I'm thankful for this platform. It's changed my life. But like, this is insane. The bigger issue, and Brand tackled them with this singular wit, why are big media organizations not censored for misinformation in the very same way? It's because YouTube is a part of the mainstream media. We have a responsibility to make sure the information we convey is absolutely 100% as accurate as we could be, he said. He didn't shirk away from his role in the mistake, although his admission proved more transparent than any news outlet. The YouTube strike rattled Brand in part because he sees a glaring double standard. It looks like censorship because the mainstream media misinformation is up all the time. He said, queuing up Rachel Maddow of MSNBC, frame describing how effective things were on the initial release. I'm not going to talk about that. We later learned that information was untrue. Isn't that cast iron rock solid misinformation? He asked of the clip. Brand didn't blame Maddow. He wondered why that video was still allowed to thrive on YouTube. Is there one standard for independent news broadcasters like us on our channel and a different standard for what we would call the mainstream media? Yes, there is. Now, I don't want Russell to leave YouTube. I like the idea, and this is something I need to get better at. I need to at least consider uploading to new tech first. It's a logistics thing. Maybe I could hire somebody to help me with that. Maybe I could talk to one of my editors and see if I could pay him a little more money and have him do that. But even I need to get better. You could already find my content on literally every new tech platform that's out there. But even I need to get better. And the fact that he opened up a Rumble account tells you a lot. You could see right here. He even advertised it, and he already has 600,000 subscribers. How many of these people, right? How many of these people were never here before? I mean, Russell Brand, YouTube strikes down Russell Brand's video, and it probably just brought 400,000 people more to Rumble. And these are people that are talking about some of the similar stuff that I am and that my fellow content creators are. So please, if you're a content creator, continue to, at minimum, mirror your content to all new tech. Even better would be creating some unique content, which I need to put my money where my mouth is and do. This is going to be a wild, wild rest of the year. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.